Welcome back to the 5 Wealth Giants series, where we journey across continents to uncover the stories of the world's most influential and wealthiest individuals. In our first episode, we explored the opulence of Europe, home to some of history's greatest dynasties and modern innovators. Then, we crossed the Atlantic to North America, the land of opportunity, where titans of tech, finance, and industry are rewriting the rules of success. Now, we turn our attention to Asia, the continent that has risen to become the epicenter of global economic power. And at the heart of Asia lies its richest and most dynamic nation, China. Over the past 3 decades, China's wealth landscape has undergone a dramatic transformation. In the 1990s, the crown belonged to state-backed financiers like Wang Yuren, as China's economy cautiously opened up with a GDP that rivals the largest economies in the world. By the 2000s, private retail giants like Zhong Shanshan and Huang took the lead, reflecting the explosive rise of China's consumer economy. Then came the property tycoons, most notably Wang who dominated during China's real estate boom. But the past decade marked a dramatic turning point. The age of platforms arrived. Tech pioneers like Jack Ma didn't just accumulate wealth, they built ecosystems that changed how people shop, socialize, pay, and live. Today, China's richest no longer build buildings, they build platforms, algorithms, and entire new markets. The race for wealth in China has never been more global, more digital, and more competitive. So who are the 5 figures defining China's economic power today? From electric vehicles to e-commerce dominance, let's meet the current giants reshaping not only how China works, but how the world moves. These individuals are redefining what it means to be a wealth giant. Join us as we explore their journeys, their triumphs, and the secrets behind their success. These are the 5 wealth giants of China, the architects of Asia's richest nation. Let's begin. Our first wealth giant is Zhong Shanshan, a man who rose from humble beginnings to become China's richest person. Known as the lone wolf of business, Zhang built his empire quietly but decisively, avoiding the spotlight while amassing a fortune of over $60 billion. Zhang founded Nongfu Spring, a bottled water company that dominates China's beverage market. Its slogan, "We are nature's delivery men," reflects Zhang's focus on purity and simplicity. Later he expanded into pharmaceuticals with Wantai Biopharm, which gained prominence during the pandemic for its diagnostic tools and vaccines. Zhong Shanshan's journey began far from the glitz of billionaire life. Born in Hangzhou during China's Cultural Revolution, he grew up in poverty, working as a bricklayer and construction worker before finding his footing in journalism. It was during this time that Zhang learned the value of resilience, a lesson that would define his career. But it wasn't until 1996, when Zhang founded Nongfu Spring, that his true genius emerged. He saw an opportunity to bring clean, affordable water to millions of Chinese households. His slogan, "We are nature's delivery men," resonated deeply with consumers, turning Nongfu Spring into a household name. Nongfu Spring dominates China's bottled water market, holding a 26% plus market share as of 2023. Known for its slogan, "We are nature's delivery men," the company emphasizes purity and natural sourcing. Went public in September 2020, raising $1.1 billion in its IPO on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The stock surged over 50% on its debut day, making Zhong Shanshan the richest person in China overnight. Wantai Biopharm, founded in 2001, specializes in vaccines and diagnostic tools. Gained prominence during the pandemic with rapid development of COVID-19 diagnostic kits, boosting revenue by 300% plus year over year in 2020 to 2021, went public in April 2020, further amplifying Zhang's wealth. Little is publicly known about Zhang's personal life. He is believed to be married, but details about his spouse and 2 children are closely guarded, reflecting his preference for privacy. Zhang enjoys studying market trends and reading. Unlike many billionaires, he avoids the media spotlight, choosing instead to let his businesses speak for themselves. Zhong Shanshan rose to prominence as the founder of Nongfu Spring and owner of vaccine maker Wantai, becoming one of China's richest individuals through consumer trust and healthcare investment. Nicknamed the Lone Wolf, Zhang's career reflects resilience. He worked construction jobs and journalism before entering the bottled water business, building success from the ground up. Zhang has largely avoided public discourse, which protects his privacy, but has also drawn criticism for his lack of transparency and engagement, especially in health-related ventures. Estimated net worth of $60 to $70 billion. Zhong Shanshan's ascent is a rare example of solo entrepreneurial success in a landscape often dominated by tech conglomerates. His independence, while admired, raises questions about accountability in sectors with public impact. Zhong Shanshan's story is one of grit and guarded ambition. His journey reminds us that sometimes, staying out of the spotlight doesn't diminish impact, it redefines it. Zhong Shanshan reminds us that even the quietest voices can leave the loudest legacies. From humble beginnings to becoming China's richest man, his story is one of perseverance, vision, and responsibility. As you watch, consider how his choices reflect broader questions about business ethics and environmental stewardship. Next we meet Ma Huateng, better known as Pony Ma, the tech visionary behind Tencent, one of the largest and most influential companies in the world. Pony Ma co-founded Tencent in 1998, starting with instant messaging software QQ. Under his leadership, Tencent evolved into a tech giant dominating social media with WeChat, gaming, and fintech. Today, Tencent owns stakes in global giants like Tesla, Snap, and Epic Games. Pony Ma's journey started in a small apartment in Shenzhen, where he and 4 friends worked tirelessly to develop QQ, an instant messaging platform that would eventually connect millions. In those early days, Pony often slept at his desk, driven by a singular belief: technology could transform lives. Under his leadership, Tencent evolved from a scrappy startup into a tech giant dominating social media, gaming, and fintech. But Pony's story isn't just about innovation, it's about connection. With WeChat, he created a platform that does everything from chatting to paying bills, redefining daily life for over 1 billion users. Founded in 1998, Tencent is one of the largest tech conglomerates globally, with a market cap exceeding $400 billion as of early 2024. Core businesses include WeChat, with over 1.3 billion monthly active users, making it China's most used app. In gaming, Tencent owns stakes in global giants like Riot Games, the creators of League of Legends, and Epic Games, the makers of Fortnite, generating billions annually. In fintech, WeChat Pay processes over $3 trillion annually, competing directly with Alipay. Revenue grew from $13 billion in 2015 to over $86 billion in 2023, showcasing exponential expansion. With a net worth of approximately $40 to $50 billion, Pony Ma remains a cornerstone of China's digital economy. Ma is married to a former university classmate, and they have 1 child who leads a private life away from the public eye. A passionate gamer himself, Pony Ma enjoys playing badminton, reading, and staying updated on emerging technologies. Ma Huateng, also known as Pony Ma, is the co-founder of Tencent, the tech giant behind WeChat, and a global leader in gaming, social media, and digital innovation. A soft-spoken yet strategic thinker, Ma values quiet leadership. His focus on user experience and ecosystem building made Tencent a pillar of China's internet economy. Tencent has faced antitrust scrutiny and data privacy concerns in China and abroad. Ma has kept a low profile while steering Tencent through regulatory shifts and adapting business models. estimated net worth of $40 to $50 billion. Ma is married with a daughter but rarely appears in public and avoids media attention. Launched WeChat, one of the world's most used super apps, expanded Tencent into cloud computing, fintech, and entertainment, consistently ranked among China's most influential tech leaders. Ma Huateng's story exemplifies quiet power. While his public presence is minimal, his influence reverberates through every screen in China. His legacy lies in building digital ecosystems that transform daily life for over 1 billion people. In a world dominated by loud disruptors, Ma Huateng proves that silent leadership can shape industries and societies. His journey urges us to look beyond visibility and recognize the lasting power of thoughtful innovation. At just 40 years old, Zhang Yiming has already left an indelible mark on the world through ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok and Douyin. A former software engineer, Zhang leveraged AI-driven algorithms to personalize content, disrupting traditional media and entertainment. TikTok became a global sensation, while Douyin dominates China's short video market. Born in 1983, Zhang Yiming entered Nankai University in 2001. Though he originally applied for biology, he eventually shifted to software engineering, a change that would define his future. Zhang wasn't formally trained in artificial intelligence, but through countless hours of self-learning online, he taught himself how to build a recommendation engine, the technology that would power ByteDance's rise. He spent his university years in Tianjin devouring books and biographies. Steve Jobs and Jack Welch deeply influenced his thinking. Zhang believed that the transmission of information was one of the most important forces in the modern world, and he built ByteDance on that belief. Before launching Toutiao in 2012, Zhang worked at Microsoft and helped build 4 different startups, from social networks to travel search to enterprise software. His obsession with efficiency led ByteDance to create tools like Lark and Faishu internally, showing he didn't just want to build great products, he wanted the company itself to operate like one. ByteDance's timing was perfect. It launched just as China's smartphone market exploded in 2011. Without that wave, Zhang once said, ByteDance might never have scaled so fast. Zhang Yiming once said, "Life is too short to do ordinary things." This philosophy guided him as he left a stable job at Microsoft to pursue his dream of revolutionizing content consumption. Armed with nothing but a laptop and a bold idea, Zhang founded ByteDance in 2012, betting big on artificial intelligence to personalize user experiences. Today, TikTok stands as a testament to his vision, a platform that entertains, educates, and inspires millions globally. Yet Zhang's journey hasn't been without obstacles. Founded in 2012, ByteDance became a global powerhouse through TikTok and Douyin. TikTok, launched globally in 2017, surpassed 1 billion monthly active users in 2021. It generates over $10 billion annually from advertising and in-app purchases. Douyin, China's leading short video platform, contributes significantly to ByteDance's domestic revenue. The company's valuation soared from $75 billion in 2020 to an estimated $220 billion in 2023, making it one of the world's most valuable private companies. With a net worth of around $35 to $45 billion, Zhang remains one of China's youngest self-made billionaires. Zhang Yiming has largely stayed out of the public eye, keeping details of his personal life, including his family, private. While this level of reclusiveness has sparked curiosity, it also underscores his focus on innovation and business, rather than personal fame. His decision to remain discreet about his private life has allowed him to avoid unnecessary distractions, maintaining a clear vision for ByteDance and its global aspirations. Launched TikTok, which boasts over 1 billion global users. Pioneered AI-driven content recommendation systems. Built ByteDance into one of the most valuable private companies in the world. Beyond the widely reported US ban threats, TikTok faces similar challenges in other countries. For example, India banned the app outright. Zhang's ability to navigate these geopolitical tensions will shape ByteDance's future significantly. After stepping down as CEO in 2021, Zhang delegated operational control but retains significant influence. This has raised questions about leadership continuity and whether ByteDance can sustain its rapid growth without him at the helm. TikTok has faced backlash for allegedly promoting harmful content, such as dangerous challenges or misinformation. Critics suggest that Zhang prioritizes user engagement metrics over societal impact, which could tarnish the brand's reputation long-term. At just 40, Zhang Yiming founded ByteDance in 2012, revolutionizing media consumption with TikTok's AI-driven algorithms. A risk-taker with a passion for innovation, Zhang's bold decision to leave Microsoft led to the creation of TikTok, one of the world's most influential social media platforms. TikTok has faced regulatory challenges and concerns about harmful content, but Zhang has focused on content moderation and user safety. Worth $35 to $45 billion, Zhang is a private individual with limited public details about his personal life. Founder of ByteDance, creator of TikTok, and pioneer of AI-driven content personalization. Zhang's journey challenges us to rethink how algorithms and technology can shape society. While navigating the complexities of data privacy, content moderation, and global governance, his visionary leadership highlights the delicate balance between driving innovation and safeguarding user trust. Zhang Yiming's story challenges us to think about the power of algorithms, not just to entertain, but to shape culture and society. How do we balance innovation with responsibility? The answer lies in leaders like Zhang, who continue to push boundaries while addressing real-world concerns. Our fourth wealth giant is Colin Huang, the disruptor who turned e-commerce on its head with Pinduoduo, a platform that combines affordability, gamification, and community buying. A former Google engineer, Wang founded Pinduoduo in 2015, targeting price-sensitive consumers in lower-tier cities. The platform quickly rose to challenge Alibaba and JD.com, becoming China's third-largest e-commerce player. Colin Huang's inspiration came from observing the struggles of rural communities in China. After leaving Google, he founded Pinduoduo in 2015, aiming to bring affordable goods to underserved populations. His team buying model turned shopping into a social experience, empowering millions of farmers and small businesses along the way. But Colin's ambitions extend beyond profits. A former engineer, he dreams of using technology to solve humanity's biggest challenges, from food security to healthcare. Founded in 2015, Pinduoduo disrupted China's e-commerce landscape with its team buying model, targeting lower-tier cities. Rapid growth 2018 IPO raised $1.6 billion on NASDAQ. 2023 revenue over $15 billion, up from just $2 billion in 2018. Active buyers surpassed 800 million annual active users in 2022, rivaling Alibaba and JD.com. Focus on agriculture, invested heavily in agriculture innovation initiatives, reducing food waste and improving supply chains. With a net worth of approximately $30 to $40 billion, Huang ranks among China's top entrepreneurs. Huang is believed to be married, but his personal life remains private. He values discretion and rarely discusses his family publicly. Huang is passionate about biotechnology, agriculture, and innovation. Founded Pinduoduo, which became China's third-largest e-commerce platform. Revolutionized online shopping with a team buying model. Invested heavily in agricultural technology to reduce food waste. Pinduoduo has faced criticism over counterfeit goods and labor practices, but Huang has worked to address these issues proactively. Pinduoduo has been criticized for poor working conditions and excessive demands placed on warehouse staff and delivery personnel. Several reports highlight cases of worker deaths due to exhaustion, sparking outrage among labor advocates. Despite Huang's efforts to combat counterfeit products, Pinduoduo still struggles with this issue. Some brands refuse to partner with the platform because of concerns about intellectual property theft. In early 2021, rumors circulated online that Colin Huang had stepped down as CEO due to health issues, though these were never confirmed. Former Google engineer who founded Pinduoduo in 2015. The platform disrupted the e-commerce space by making shopping a social, gamified experience targeted at rural China, challenging giants like Alibaba and JD.com. Wang was inspired by rural communities' struggles and wanted to make affordable products more accessible. His focus on technology to solve broader societal issues such as food security reflects his values. Pinduoduo has been criticized for poor labor conditions and counterfeit goods. However, Huang has worked to address these issues through reforms and efforts to improve ethical standards. Worth $30 to $40 billion, Huang keeps his personal life private, and little is known about his family. Colin Huang's impact demonstrates that true disruption doesn't just change industries, it can also reshape societal structures. By focusing on bridging the divide between urban and rural consumers, Huang has redefined e-commerce and made it a tool for empowering communities. Our final wealth giant is Wang Chuanfu, the engineer-turned-entrepreneur who founded BYD, a leader in electric vehicles and renewable energy solutions. Wang Chuanfu was born into poverty in Anhui province. By the time he was 15, both his parents had passed away. But what he lacked in resources, he made up for in grit. And two mentors changed everything. One was his elder brother, who sacrificed his own future to pay for Wang's education. The other was his uncle, a chemist at the Chinese Academy of Sciences, who inspired him to pursue science and innovation. In 1995, Wang founded BYD with just 20 employees in Shenzhen. The company started by making rechargeable batteries, but Wang had a bigger dream: to electrify the world. Under his leadership, BYD became China's largest EV manufacturer, selling more than 3 million vehicles in 2023, more than Tesla in China. He didn't just build a car company, he built an ecosystem, from batteries to solar panels to rail systems. I knew I couldn't afford to fail. I had to prove that someone like me could succeed, Wang once said. Today, BYD operates in over 80 countries, is backed by Warren Buffett, and is a symbol of China's green tech rise. Wang Chuanfu's passion for engineering began in his youth, tinkering with gadgets and dreaming of a cleaner future. When he founded BYD in 1995, few believed electric vehicles could compete with gasoline-powered cars. But Wang persevered, driven by a mission to fight climate change and reduce dependence on fossil fuels. Today, BYD leads the charge in China's green energy revolution, producing EVs that rival Tesla's performance, all while investing in renewable energy solutions. Founded in 1995, BYD started as a battery manufacturer before transitioning to EVs and renewable energy solutions. Market leadership: largest EV maker in China, selling over 1.8 million EVs in 2023, surpassing Tesla's sales in the region, backed by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, which holds around 8% stake. Revenue milestones: 2020, revenue $22 billion. 2023, revenue $60 billion plus, driven by EV demand and government subsidies. With a net worth of around $25 to $30 billion, Wang is a key figure in China's push towards sustainability. Wang is married, and he has 2 children who remain out of the public eye. Wang is deeply passionate about sustainability, engineering, and innovation. He spends much of his time advancing BYD's green technologies. Built BYD into a global leader in electric vehicles and batteries, partnered with governments and corporations to promote clean energy adoption, played a key role in advancing China's dominance in the EV market. BYD's reliance on rare earth metals for EV batteries raises sustainability concerns. Mining these materials often involves environmental degradation and human rights abuses, indirectly implicating Wang's business practices. BYD benefits heavily from government subsidies aimed at promoting green energy. Some critics argue that the company might struggle to remain competitive without continued state support. Early models of BYD vehicles faced complaints about build quality and performance. While the company has improved over time, lingering doubts persist among consumers comparing BYD to Tesla or other premium EV brands. Wang founded BYD in 1995, initially as a battery maker before transitioning into electric vehicles and renewable energy. Backed by Warren Buffett, BYD is now a global leader in EVs and clean energy solutions. Wang's passion for engineering and sustainability drives BYD's mission to reduce fossil fuel reliance and address climate change. His commitment has shaped BYD into China's largest EV maker. BYD faces challenges due to its reliance on rare earth metals for batteries and concerns about the long-term impact of government subsidies. However, Wang has worked to mitigate these risks with recycling initiatives and research into alternative materials. Worth $25 to $30 billion, Wang is a family man who keeps a low profile when it comes to his personal life. Wang's story shows how innovation can lead both to economic success and significant contributions to environmental sustainability, despite the complexities and challenges that come with pioneering new industries. From factories to fortunes, China's billionaire blueprint. In just one generation, China has transformed not just economically, but entrepreneurially. From orphaned dreamers like Wang Chuanfu, to self-taught visionaries like Zhang Yiming, to beverage moguls and platform builders, these five giants didn't just get rich, they built systems. They shaped how 1.4 billion people drink, move, shop, think, and connect, and increasingly how the rest of the world does too. But behind the numbers is something deeper. An obsession with efficiency, a culture of relentless reinvention, a hunger to move from the margins to the center of power. This is not just a story of personal wealth, it's a blueprint for national ambition. And while fortunes may rise and fall, the impact these five have made will echo far beyond balance sheets. They didn't just build companies, they built modern China. Next, we head to the fourth richest continent. But we won't tell you which one just yet. Watch the visuals closely, and drop your guess for the country in the comments. Join us in the next episode of 5 Wealth Giants as we unveil the titans shaping fortunes across new frontiers.